Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ here, my bro, Jamai.
What's good?
Good Lord, it has been like a really, really long time since we've ever done these podcasts.
It's been too long, my dude.
This is probably going to be one of the most awkward ones, especially what's transpired since we've done like any sort of update or any sort of video. Because I think the last one we did was like a sponsored thing in December, right before.
I think so.
Stuff just
Was that still our Justice Clubhouse, like the crisis?
yeah.
Was
That was the very last one. We haven't even
we didn't even finish the part 2 of the crisis.
That's crazy,
Fudge, dude. And that was like 2-3 episodes.
Yeah, we missed like the whole second half.
Yeah.
And now we have the most. We always talked about our setup and everything like that.
Yeah.
This is probably the more jankier.
Dude. Over the years, like having our YouTube channels, you know, I'd do like gaming setups and all that stuff, and even on our vlogs, we'd show off like what changed.
What we added,
what we added, what we changed. So for this to like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like we really set the bar low.
It's kind of like we're starting over again because everything kind of like just we had to.
It's a restart. It's a full-on restart. Like we have most of the equipment. Man, it's not here, man. Not everything's here, dude. Not everything.
Everything is scattered right now.
Everything is scattered.
All over the Philippines.
Yeah, we got stuff in Manila, and we're here in the Visayas. So it's like half and half.
Try to find us in Hinundayan. It's fine. We ain't scared.
Say Yo, pull up. We got our entire family here, my dude.
Yeah. So, or even try to pull up. You guys won't find us.
Yeah. Like with public transportation being like very like non-existent, and then you got to travel way too far. Like both parts, they have cutoffs on either side of our towns. Like an hour out on each side it's blocked. Like you can't get in, you can't get out.
There's one that's more lax, and then there's one that's
there's a couple lax, but like Abuyog, they said you can't go past Abuyog. They're just gonna tell you to turn back around, go home. So
and from what you guys probably see
stuck
here,
between like 6 towns, 6 or 7 towns, like we're just stuck between them. We just have to travel
within the bounds of where you live.
Yeah,
and we've gotten in trouble a couple times because we've been traveling with like our family.
Multiple people.
Our parents are here, and
I mean we got big cars, but you know it's still like
got a social distance.
Yeah, we're trying our best to learn from those.
We're even doing it right now while we're recording. So we hope you guys are taking care during this COVID crisis. If you guys are new to this channel, if this video even sees the light,
we think that this is just like a test trial.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is a real thing. If it is a real thing, cool. Awesome.
We're just kind of like going off the top of what we've been going through for the last 3 months that we've been here. So we got here in February.
Everything's so like disorganized.
It is.
Chaos.
Not just here, just around the world in general. It's kind of a scary thing to kind of see every day and just listen to what's going on, the changes and the just. It's a very tough time for everybody right now. It's not like we're not all in the same field. We're all kind of experiencing this together, and it's a scary time.
Yeah.
So we got here February, and then we were looking for places in Manila. We attended a wedding of our cousins, which was awesome. And then right after that, after we explored a bit for about a month, the very first of March.
It wasn't even a month. It was just like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The 12th to the 1st of February. So 12th of February to the 1st of March. And then went on a 30-something hour drive straight
ferry
down to,
trip. Slash just like it was just road tripping all the way from Manila to the Visayas. And thankfully we got to hang out with our family over there in Manila for a bit. And we got here. It was just a big adjustment. Even now after 2 months, we've been able to get close to our mom's family because they're from here.
Yes.
But the adjustment is just, it's super hard, especially just, you know, because it's country life. Yeah, we're from the suburbs. We're from the suburbs.
I mean, so it's sort of similar in a sense of like just to a certain extent, it's relaxing.
Yeah.
At points, but then you know there are very opposites at the same time. Like outside our windows, we see bamboo shoots.
Yeah.
Like
just sticking
palm
out
trees.
Everywhere.
Yeah, we got like
coconut
we got
trees.
leaves like almost sticking into our window right here.
We have Lubi. If you come here to the Visayas, Lubi up the butt, just Lubi right there, Lubi right there, Lubi right there.
Coconut trees.
It's and then right where we live, actually, we live on the Philippines equivalent of a bayou. So the Suba is literally behind our house.
Yeah.
It's like we said, it's an adjustment. We're not like.
Hopefully, sorry, real quick. Hopefully, you can cut to a clip of me jumping into it.
Yeah. Slow mo. Look at it.
I got diarrhea from it.
Yeah, it's not the cleanest water.
Yeah,
it's fresh water.
You're like, whoa, why would you get diarrhea from jumping into a bayou? It's there's a lot of bacteria inside of it.
Yes, because it's fresh water.
And then when you jump in, you try to breathe for air, but then you suck in the water, and then that's all the bacteria. Yeah, mistakes were made, and especially with this whole pandemic happening, it was quite the risk.
Yeah,
but
he's doing it with nobody around, obviously.
Yeah, no one's here.
Doing it earlier in the morning. And the cool thing about the Suba too is it connects to like an estuary that goes out into
the ocean.
Yeah. Which is the beach, but we're really not. Obviously, it's advised to stay home. And that's where I guess we're kind of like just talking about where we're at here because of what's been going on in the world.
Yeah.
So obviously plans to get a place in Manila, plans to get a car, which we're able to do, as Jeremy talked about. It's a pretty big Ford Expedition.
Year 2000.
Yeah,
it's
2000, but
it's 20 years old, but that thing just rips through.
It's a monster.
It's a monster, my dude.
Don't go for like here in the Philippines, the newer models, obviously. I mean, we're not talking junk about anything, but we're just saying from experience.
Newer models have a lot of issues. Yeah. Obviously, like even my car, we got a Tiguan in the US, so like it's 2014. Our neighbor replaced brakes for it, and there's still an electronic signal saying like the electronic brake is not working. It's not working, but it does work.
Yeah.
So there's like issues like that will arise with newer cars.
But this one is pure power.
Like
all you need to replace is the
V8
parts
Triton,
in it.
my dude.
The only thing that we hate is like the music that's being played on it because it's like just old school radio. So hopefully we get to
on, bro.
We also get able to get around obviously on foot. This is not a big town. It's probably 2-3 miles.
Yeah. So the highway is just a street.
Yes,
it's a 2-way street.
It's not
but
really
they call it a highway. If you live in the U.S. or any other like bigger country, that's not a highway.
That's basically our street.
That's our street.
Like our
in
street
the suburbs.
in the suburbs, it's basically this.
Yeah.
And that's where we're kind of getting is like the adjustment. It's the adjustment. Like, obviously, like we said, we're more blessed than most. We've gone through 2, at least so far, prepaid routers because there's no fiber here or anything. So that's also another reason we haven't been able to post anything. Yeah. Jeremy's been able to post some stuff on Instagram. Our dad's been able to do the same thing. Instagram,
our father
Facebook,
is a TikTok.
But for us to upload something like this, we needed a lot more gigabytes and something that was a little faster. Yeah. This thing probably at the most goes up to like 15 to 20.
Mbps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Up and down. So it's not ideal. And we also have to reload it because here in the Philippines, most stuff is done by load.
So you get like a certain amount of data that you want to basically install onto your device, and then they cap it at that.
And then
it's so different.
Rinse repeat. It's for the month.
It might have like people in Canada, they have like that.
Yeah, it's
similar,
like data capped. Like literally you're paying for how much you're using.
Yeah,
so like right now we have 130 gigs.
Yeah,
that's it.
Go.
Well, that's all we have for the month.
Yeah, I thought you were going to explain. Yeah, 130 gigs for like $20.
Yeah.
$20 US. And then once you pass that, or there's no exceeding it.
No,
unless you buy another.
It's done. When it's done, it's done.
It's done. Like it'll just cut off.
You put gas in your car.
Yeah. So if you're watching a YouTube video and then the data runs out, it's done.
And people here, it's very hard to load that much
in a smaller town like this.
Yeah,
you have
because we're in the countryside. We're like stuck in the countryside.
Oh, the countryside.
So it was very hard those first couple weeks even being out here to load the damn thing.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like they would accept lower amounts, like hundreds, which is like $2-3. But then going up to $20, it's like we can't load that.
Who's done that before? Who are you people? Why do you need $20 worth of load?
Yeah.
Just load it. Don't ask us a question.
I think it's because they're not used to it.
Yeah, I guess.
Or there might be someone that will help us load it.
Yeah.
The one that helped us load the PLDT, maybe we could...
Shout out to Jurjan.
Yeah.
I believe that's what his name was.
Yes.
Thank you for giving us this. Because PLDT is better here because it's like...
Yeah, there's two big ones here. Yeah. Smart, PLDT is one, and then Globe is the other.
Because we got T-Mobile, but for some reason T-Mobile thought it was a good idea to reroute our phones to Globe. But the Globe is not good here, so it's like our data just doesn't work.
I mean, we turned it on in Manila.
Yeah.
So it's stuck with us. We should have just,
Yeah.
But we couldn't wait that long using our phones. Well,
it kind of it sucks, but at the same time we're alive. All of us are healthy in the house, thankfully. We did have a few sick days here and there.
Yeah.
But we practice good, hygiene, social distancing, washing our hands, making sure that everything that we touch is clean, stuff like that.
Everything we touch turns to gold. Just like our hair.
Yeah. You guys probably can't notice under mine, but you could definitely see it on Jeremy's head that we dyed our hair.
We dyed it,
my dude. It did not turn out the way that we wanted exactly. Like he had...
I had a lion's mane. We're super short now. You can see the black coming back in. But yeah, it was
he had ash gray. It's pretty cool.
Ash gray turned into like a...
Lasted about a day.
Yeah, lasted about a day, and then it turned into this blonde, and this blonde kind of stuck for the month? It's been a month, right? Over a month. Yeah, and I grew out my hair. Yeah, it was... I thoroughly enjoyed having a lion's mane for about a month. But yeah,
and kind of wish I could just turn. The color on my head was what he wanted.
Yeah,
mine is like bleached, it's like bleached, basically.
Like a super blonde.
So I wanted blue hair, but no one has blue hair dye here, or at least a decent one. So yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll be able to dye it again, but for now we're just trying to find a way to get content out. And I am sorry because I'm looking at the camera right now. I just realized how, oh my gosh, this is such like a Filipino video right now. This is the exposure is all over the place.
We can't do anything about that. Like, we could control it in the US because we have all the equipment.
Yeah.
We are literally using half of what we really use for these videos.
And also it doesn't help that there's still sunlight outside. So
it doesn't matter. Yeah, we can't really.
Maybe we'll find
the sun. Go down now, please. Thank you.
We'll find a perfect time, or not perfect time, but a better time, a better setup for this stuff. But right now, this is what we're working.
Yeah,
with.
You guys are most likely gonna see different setups and
for sure. Because it's very representative of where our life is right now. It's just adjusting.
Yeah.
And here the life here is very lax, I guess. So
yeah.
Jeremy, we'll be open about that stuff. Like Jeremy is very frustrated because he hasn't been able to have an outlet for the last 3 months, basically. And he's had to be very patient just to even get something like this running.
It's going crazy. Things happen.
Our what do you call that? Our audio equipment wasn't working in spots of the house. Our MacBook was tripping up. Our
Wi-Fi did not work at times.
Just wasn't kind of worth it to work at something that we possibly.
And then there's a whole issue with trying to edit these videos that you guys are seeing.
Yeah.
There's a different codec when you move countries.
I have to handbrake every single
Yeah, so handbrake is an app or software that
codec.
Yeah, you could change the codec or convert files from this to that. For some reason it worked.
Yeah.
When we first got here. But then over time our laptops updated, and I guess it realized
it's bad.
Yeah, our location is different. We're in a totally different country, so they stopped playing. All the videos, we had 400 or 500 videos just not able to play.
I mean, thankfully we've been able to. Yeah, there's a Toko up
Could
there.
you film that?
Okay.
So this is the stuff that we see every day. There's a little thing. It's like a little lizard. There's big ones at night.
So there's one right there.
Could you zoom in? Can you just pinch to zoom?
Okay.
Just real quick. Yeah, put the mic down. So what is so interesting is that there's a lot of like insects, bugs, and just animals that run wild inside this house, around this entire country. It's just, that's another adjustment.
Yeah.
Like in the US, if we see a bug on the floor, we just step on it and then just move on with our day. Here, it's like you kind of have to be careful because not all living things are bad. You know,
some are just like,
that's a
they look kind of
lizard,
scary,
dude.
but
yeah,
they're harmless.
like if it's a spider, maybe.
But
like,
if that thing is the size of like this camera, that's dangerous.
Yeah, they're all around the outside. Some of them live in the.
That's what you hear at nighttime.
Not ceiling, in the attic.
Yeah.
It's
gigantic.
There's little holes around the house. You know.
Oh, we have stories to tell you.
Look how tiny he is. He's just like crawling through. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry if the camera angle just changed. There's a bug just
that's our special guest, yo.
But yeah, so we have mad stories to, not even just to tell, but to show you guys, because we've had, like Jeremy said, we've had to handbrake like 500 videos.
Yeah.
Yo,
he's moving
stemming
fast.
all the way from Manila to here. We still have plenty of stuff to show you as far as being here. But the thing is, like, getting used to vlogging and getting used to just putting ourselves out there, especially in the time right now where we really can't even go outside.
Yeah.
And spend time with family that are here. I mean, there's family that stop by here and there, but we're all trying to be safe. We wear masks and everything, and try not to be too close to one another. But it's very hard to create content when you can't really be outside.
I think it's also like the fact that we're already this old and we haven't really seen this side of the family in years.
Yeah.
It's just very hard to like,
and
the two of us are kind of awkward people.
Yeah.
We do understand the language to a certain extent. It's just more so just
it's a barriers. There's a bit of a barrier. We do understand it.
It's been 2-3 months, so slowly over time, it'll just keep building.
And also just the lifestyle in itself, we're not used to it.
Yeah.
Because like it's small town, so like if you do step out there, people just talk.
They know,
and
dude.
they just don't like. Yeah, you know, in the U.S., you kind of just mind your business. I mean, you talk shit about somebody, but then you kind of just keep it.
The stories I had with neighbors in the U.S.
Yeah. So we kind of moved to one place, and it is a more peaceful place in retrospect here.
Yeah.
From our life in the U.S., because right now we definitely can't go back. We definitely don't want our parents going back because we don't want them. You know, we want them to be as safe as possible.
Yeah.
But here, it's just like we said, it's an adjustment. Our parents have been coming back here for like since before we've been born, so they're
like
used to
almost 90s. From the 90s onward, almost every year, if not every other year.
The biggest thing here too is like trying to like. Thankfully, we've been able to like make decent money moves, if you guys want to even call it that, in the U.S. that we're continuously still making.
My friend, investments,
and even this YouTube thing. Hopefully, you know, obviously we're not like, oh, we need the numbers up, but it would be nice for people to, you know, kind of pick up on what we've been doing on here.
We appreciate everyone that just keeps like watching our videos. If not our podcasts, like the stuff that is popular on the page, like
music, gaming,
and the BlueStacks video. Thank you for the BlueStacks video.
Even though people hate us for that BlueStacks video,
they hate us so much, but like they're helping us like continue to live our life a little bit more, not easy, but just. It just helps.
Because remember, $1 over there is 50 pesos here,
over here. And like it
goes a long way here.
Yeah, it goes a long way. Like imagine 50 pesos as like $50. Like you can get quite a bit of things.
You can get some
like
food
so
for
bread is about like 5 pesos.
Yeah,
you know,
a piece.
So that's you can get 10 pieces of bread.
Yeah,
you know, that suffices. You know, and then
thankfully we're able to. Like we said, we're blessed even more so that we can eat like decently
every day.
And then go to places that other people can't even think to because you know we've got the car, the ATV,
and then more
boat
boats.
Yeah, boats. Yeah, sorry, boats. 2 boats.
And then on top of that, like here,
so you can hear one of them coming back right now.
Yeah, the quarantine is a bit more open.
Yeah,
in a sense that there's no cases here. And the surrounding towns is just outside of the southern.
When you get to bigger cities,
yeah. When you get to bigger cities, outside of these couple towns we're stuck in, that's where it starts to get a little bit, what do you call it?
Sorry,
more hectic. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's the boat. If you hear in the background, that's our parents coming back from the beach. They're just checking if things are well over there.
We'll cut to some footage. I don't know if right here, but you guys will eventually see some of like the adventures we've had here with some family. And you know, thankfully, you know, I know people will probably like call us out for like doing certain things, like, you know, not staying too far from one another, not some of them not wearing masks at times, but we're all healthy right now. Yeah. And we've been living like this for 2 to 3 months. Does that mean that there's times where I'll be like, okay, we have to really like buckle down and
nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes, you know. Like
sometimes Jeremy and I make the conscious decision to stay behind, so that way we don't get people sick.
But even with not trying to like defend ourselves, it's more so like there's different situations. Like there's different ways to deal with different situations. Yeah, you know, and the fact that we hear this news every day, like no one here is infected. Yes, I know we shouldn't be taking advantage of it, but at the same time, that gives us a little bit more leeway to at least get rid of this craziness that's inside of our heads every day. You know,
and to like start something, because we're also trying to find a way to. We can't really just rely on the moves that we're making in the U.S. to sustain us here.
Yo, Aaron, shout out to Aaron.
Shout out to Aaron.
Thanks, my dude.
Stop buying shoes for now. Stop buying shoes.
My card is deferred for 2 more months, dude. Just give me until.
He's debt free though. He's debt free.
One more month, dude. Just give me until June 15th, and then you can start buying all the shoes you can.
So we're also very concerned about our family that are in the States, and Connecticut specifically.
That's why making those money moves is very important. It's not just for us to survive, because everybody. For like my brother said, for the most part, we're okay. You know, we can survive out here, especially with all the things that are going on, and we're more concerned about our family in the U.S. That's
because they
more
they're part of everybody that doesn't have jobs right now because they can't go out.
Sorry, that's kind of just a little bit heavy.
Yeah,
you know,
they got bills to pay.
Yeah,
here, and I mean, we also have a house to worry about.
It's not just like 1-2 people. Like our family's big.
It's big. Yeah, they
really have to
3
support
kids each.
Yeah, they really got to support each other.
Yeah,
and that's why we're trying to also make money moves here, since there's more ways to move around.
But it's still hard, because there's times where like the ECQ goes up, and then we gotta stay here again.
So right now it's like modified ECQ. Yeah. So there's things are opening a little bit more.
Until someone fudges it up. Someone's gonna fudge it up.
Hopefully, if they just keep Buyog closed for a bit, no one comes through there. Just these surrounding towns. If it's not infected, we're fine. Like I think the heat really keeps us away from the sickness.
Yeah. It most likely does.
Like we burn off all the toxins.
It's also the will to live.
Yeah,
that's why.
And prayers.
Yeah, good thoughts always.
There's a lot of churches here.
We don't go to them though.
We can't. We can't.
Yeah,
they don't even have Sunday service, because they really are trying to heed by those rules.
Because like Jeremy said, even before all this started,
that's another thing. It's like a lot of people have motorcycles here, so they are distancing each other. Like
except for the ones that ride 3-4 at a piece at a time.
No, but most of them, there's no like riding in tandem or like.
I saw people over there in Silago riding in tandem yesterday.
Well, that's 2 towns away from us. Yeah, so we're not in that town.
Yeah, I guess
if they get if something happens, then they'll close it off again. Yeah, so we're fine. We're fine. Just think about the positive vibes, my dude.
And I think what Jeremy is going off of before, or like, I'm sorry, me going off what he said before.
Yeah, about
like the whole social distancing thing is not too different from what we're already doing before, because like you said, we're socially awkward, and so
when we're at home, it's just he's in his bedroom working, I'm in my bedroom working, or if we're doing these podcasts, we're just we're a couple feet apart,
So we're already kind of used to it. Yeah. Even so, like in our daily life, we only hang out with a select few people.
Yeah, because we're from the rest of our family is like all like 10, 20 towns apart. So it's like
Connecticut. So
yeah, just different mile. I mean, yeah, super, super, super far.
And,
for us to just be hanging out every day.
Select friends too, so it's not like we do like hang out in big groups. So it was kind of, it's haunting, but also like not too different from what we're already experienced, and it's actually kind of like peaceful, like going to like malls and stuff like that, or shopping centers when we need to do like bigger purchases and stuff.
But they're
like,
not even malls here.
Yeah, like shopping centers.
It's just a shopping center.
And for it to be like not crowded,
just think about like a Stop and Shop or like a Walmart.
Yeah, basically a department store.
What are you Publix, Fred Meyer's?
Yeah, like a department store.
Yeah, just Target.
Like
it's
going
smaller.
into those places.
Actually, it's smaller than a Target. It's like quarter of the size.
It's like a Kmart.
Yeah, no, Kmart's actually pretty. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a half of those. Yeah, like the size is like it's small.
It's a department store. It's a small department store.
Department store size.
But going to those places now with this whole quarantine thing, like you obviously have to go through a process. There's you need a quarantine pass. That's for us to just even get around the town.
And then if you have to go to different towns, you have to get like a border pass,
a health declaration, and a barangay clearance and stuff like that. And then they'll like if they see us two and our parents, and then maybe we have one extra person that needs to go with us to get something. Yeah. They'll like question what household you're in, and then if they realize like you're all together, they'll be like, "Oh, you guys really need to just stick to like 2 people per household." Yeah. But they still let us go through because like they see that we're taking precautions. We have masks. We sit far away from each other.
That's the big thing. It's like they stopped us more at the beginning of the lockdown.
Yeah.
Because like they're just being precautious.
Yeah.
Because also they see us, we're not. We
they
look
know
like,
we're not.
Yeah, we look like foreigners. So they're like, oh, make sure you guys are coming back to this town.
Yeah.
When you're done, and then they realize, oh shoot, this is the same car every time. So they are from here, or they are stuck here at this moment in time. So they're pretty much safe.
There's one time where like this guy asked if we got off a ferry boat. We're like, no, we've been in Hinundayan for like a month already.
Yeah, that's where like the thing is, we got to be careful.
Yeah,
because there are people like that are being like smuggled in. That are trying to escape different islands, because the Philippine Islands are just tons of them. Yeah. So people try to get,
even people from Manila where we came from, they're trying to come back here. It's not easy. It's very hard to do that.
There's a lot. Like these towns are like 5 minutes apart. And then there's these checkpoints every time. Imagine going from island to island. There's most likely like 20, 30 checkpoints you got to get through to get to each island.
And like what Jeremy said, the farthest checkpoints out before you get to the big cities, they're already telling you to turn back.
Yeah.
So imagine coming here or even going out. It's like impossible. Right now it feels like we're going to be here for like another couple months at least.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to make use of the time, try to make use of the stuff that we've been able to be blessed with as far as like the internet and being able to I did. It's like we said, it's an adjustment. We hope that you guys, whoever ends up watching this, I know we kind of like ranted a bit, but like we hope you guys are taking care of yourselves mentally, physically, and emotionally, because like right now it's a very iffy time for everybody. So we can understand where all the perspectives of wanting to go out and everything. And I know we kind of sound like hypocrites, but please stay home as much as you can.
Yeah.
Just like if
I mean, there's people I've seen like jogging and going out.
Just wear a mask.
Yeah, they're just wear a mask and make sure you're not too close to people, and make sure you're not coughing or like, you know, trying to, like not cause a scene, but like further the. Oh man, I mean, close that so hard.
Take your vitamins.
Yeah.
Take your medicine. Sleep. I mean, just don't overwork your body. Yeah.
Don't be eating those McDonald's and stuff or any.
Even though I really
if you eat fast food, limit it. You know, try to eat vegetables. Eat stuff that's always gonna keep you healthy.
For sure.
Drink stuff that's warm, coffee, tea.
Yes, that's actually the biggest. Yeah, that's a big thing.
Tea just rips all the shit out of you. You know,
don't drink too much sugary things.
Not too much sugar. Yeah, but if you drink tea, like it'll just wash everything down for the most part. Yeah.
What were we talking about? We've been eating pretty terribly too. Like but we've been working out.
It's not terrible, bro. We're eating. Yeah, but we counteract it with working out.
and just sweating while we sleep.
That's just one. Like we're not eating fast food every day.
Yeah, we're
dude.
not eating fast food every day.
Chips, the size of, if I could, I'm gonna grab you guys. Like I'm gonna show you guys the size of our chips, dude. You think it's about it? That's so tiny, dude.
Yeah, it's just been an adjustment while Jeremy goes ahead and get those chips just so I could fill the time in between. Yeah, you guys will see that these like podcasts will evolve. Right now, it seems like we've like gone backwards because again, half of our stuff is in Manila. We only brought some of them because we only anticipated staying here for a couple of weeks and then going back. But then we got locked down. And not only do we have to worry about the stuff that's over there and still having to look for a place, we also have to worry about like our place in the States because it's still there. That is fire though. Like that, I hate saying that, but that is like easily one of the best chips here.
So I'm about like 5'7", dude. So I'm tiny. I'm big here in this town, but or a good size. But I'm tiny compared to the U.S. And this shit is tiny.
That's like a medium bag of Doritos.
This,
if you guys have like a
and we share this.
Large,
no,
yeah,
and we share this. So this is not anything bad.
Yeah,
the calorie count.
See, we're not complaining about
calories
that it's
per
too
serving.
small. We're just Jeremy's just saying it's
sorry.
Okay
and the serving is there's 3 servings per container, so 160 times 3. What is that? Quick maths.
Math right now.
720. I don't know.
Yeah,
4 something. 420. 6 times 3.
320.
18.
480.
580. 480.
480.
480. My math is so bad. So yeah. 480 calories, split that in half between the two of us.
You know what? We might have to replace the audio there because I'm not even sure of the math there.
Dude,
so
that's 240, my dude. And I'm just saying, even that's 200 calories. We're not, and then we sweat here every second. I got this towel right here to just wipe off the sweat all the time, dude.
We're not even sponsored by that, but like that literally is one of the best chips we've ever had here.
And then they're leaving again.
And yeah, they're heading out again. Please wear your masks. Be careful.
Have fun.
Yeah, within the bayou too, traveling, it's like not too like dangerous because not many people pass each other there. Like it's usually just one boat at a time.
It's just fishermen.
Fishermen or crab
kings.
Crab kings. Crab king.
We got videos of them too. Like they're all chill. Everyone's chill.
I'm going back to the chips.
Yeah,
those chips are tofu too, so it's not that bad. It's like it actually tastes like chicharron. I'm probably gonna eat that after this thing's over. Yeah. But we'll try to do some more like cooler videos. It's actually this would be a perfect time to say like. It's hard editing because, like Jeremy said, the codec. And we're also trying to do like a different approach this time.
Yeah.
But it's like trying to record audio and trying to find the perfect area to do that here in the house because our house is like wooden.
Yeah.
So like it's like
walls are very thin.
Yeah.
Like double
thin.
walling here. There's no insulation in between the walls, so it's just whatever. If you hear this, you can hear this knock from outside. So
yeah. Like if Jeremy threw himself at that wall right there in front or even here, we would go right through it. It's one of those sorts of walls.
Yeah.
Even me leaning back on it right now, it's pretty.
He's joking. It's just very thin. Like we'd just shake the house.
Yeah.
At the very most, if we just bang into any of these walls.
And no, we'd bring it down.
Possibly.
If Jeremy and I had like a wrestling match up here, we'd bring.
Oh
it
yeah,
down.
yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe if that happened.
And maybe we could give you guys a house tour when it's a little bit quieter around here.
Dude, just do it, my dude. Just
it'd be cool
dude.
to just like show you guys what we're kind of. Obviously, we're not complaining because we had a roof overhead.
This is gonna go on Justice Clubhouse, right?
I think so.
So this might be a new like series like of podcasts, and then
if you guys can go to the link in the description.
Yeah,
we have a new channel that
what we're gonna do is
shout out to Ariel because
we're gonna be starting multiple channels. Like you guys are gonna see different things, and if you guys can follow along with us on that journey, that'd be amazing. My English, trying to learn so many languages, my dude, this is hurting my brain, dude.
English, Tagalog, Visayas, all sorts of other languages.
I'm still trying to learn Korean too, dude. Oh, hello.
And then what do you call it? We're recording a podcast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and there'll be probably more of that, people interrupting. But at this point,
but it's not an interruption, bro. It's like, see, that's another thing. Like, because we're just so used to quiet.
In the suburb, it's like it's just the four of us.
Yeah, and we have insulation, so we could just bang on the drums. We could play guitar super loud with our amps, but we're not trying to do that here. And
it's not like we can because none of our stuff is here.
It's not just the what do you call it? it's also like neighbors too. Their houses are very close.
Yeah.
So we're trying to just respect everyone's space. But yeah, hopefully down the line we can start doing stuff that's a little bit out there in a sense of like legitimately outside of this house. But we're obviously practicing
safe
and healthy stuff,
procedures, so that way nobody gets sick.
So that we're all safe, happy, and healthy, brothers, dude.
Is there anything else that we can add to this?
Dude, if we could, I would be talking forever, dude. I could talk about those chips for another hour, dude. But
we can be talking about what's going on in the world in general. But you guys know what we're all going through.
Yeah, like we're trying to keep this as positive as possible. Like it's real talk, straightforward, but also like we're not trying to like bring out the bad in things.
If you guys want to find us, we're here in Hinundayan, Lungsodaan.
Other way around.
Lungsodaan, Hinundayan. We ain't scared of you. You guys won't find us.
And if you do, say hi.
Just say hello.
I'm gonna bear hug you
and wear a mask and stay away.
Just
be like, you're too close. You're too close. Stay away.
Just high five from 6 feet away.
Yeah. But damn, we've been talking for a while. I'm looking at the timestamp. It's like 30 minutes.
I don't think anyone's gonna come here unless they open up the other sides of the town. Yeah. Unless there's people that live in this town that watch this video.
Yeah, right now we're based in Southern Leyte. So, like, you guys that are from here, it's not my own buntag right now because
you're gonna invite a lot of people to this house.
Ajaw. Sorry.
You're just gonna, like the fact like if this ever gets big and then people see that, they're gonna be like, oh, just pull up to their house. It's right here. They're gonna ask around.
Ayaw. Social distancing by.
Why would you even? I'm just gonna eat my chips in silence.
No, we're just saying that if you guys are interested in this, if once this whole thing passes over, if it ever does, we can meet you guys. Because we passed through towns like St. Bernard, Hinundayan, Cabalian, Salago.
Yeah. Anhawan.
Barugo at some point. That's a little bit farther down the way.
Maasin.
So, yeah, Maasin.
Ormoc. Tacloban.
There's plenty of places to really explore and meet new people. But
Calbayog's
right
in
now we
Samar,
can't.
right?
I have no idea, honestly. You know better than I do.
Whips.
Remember, it's two Phil-Ams trying to make it here in the Philippines, or just trying to live right now.
Watch it. Within the year, you're gonna see us speaking. This whole podcast is gonna shift languages, and you're gonna be subtitles. Yeah, you're gonna be like subtitles, please. Yeah. Hopefully, we can like add that to these podcasts. You know, incorporate it. I don't know. There's another word I was trying to look for.
Yeah, that's the word.
But there's another word.
Transition into it.
Yeah, I guess.
Something like that. Something like. And I guess with that being said, you guys, thank you for tuning into this very odd podcast. I know it's been a long time.
This is the Oddcast, my dude.
Oddcast. Anything that we talked about with the new stuff, links in the description with the new YouTube stuff, their new Instagram, and we will see how long it takes.
That channel, you're talking about the convoys.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how quick that's gonna happen. It really depends on our situation because
our boy is in the Manila right now.
We got our cousin Ariel, who's supposed to be part of this journey, but he's in a different place. You know, like
we ain't gotta say where, but he's in Manila somewhere.
Yeah, so if he is down to do stuff, well, what do you call it? It's just going to be hard, like transferring files.
Exactly, because we'll be out of data before we put the video.
Like, he's going to be out of no, he's not. He's got unlimited. It's just it's just going to take a long time to send it, and then on our end, we're going to be wasting data to download it and then try to edit it and then re-upload it. So we're trying to figure that stuff out. Like I'm talking about that. Yeah, you know that channel.
Yeah,
that's also another surprise. That's going to be. We're gonna try to up the ante, you know.
For sure.
Make stuff.
We have like all the equipment, but I broke some of it. Like I had there's a tripod that Jeremy's trying to fix over there. Yeah. We have this tripod that Jeremy is using for his thing, and then I got this tripod here that I had to fix because I broke that as well. And then our little friend is moving across the top of their bedroom while we're trying to finish up this podcast because it's running about 40 minutes. Yeah. So we're gonna let you guys go. if leave your thoughts in the comment. It could be like random, how you're feeling about this whole entire thing. Where
I think
you're from.
biggest comment's gonna be like, "What the hell's wrong with your guys' hair?"
I dare not take this off. His hair looks nice right now.
I'm a little bit red.
No, it's just it's
probably just the lighting.
It's just the lighting.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, you guys will see you in the next one.
Bye bye. Peace.